That philosophy is what helped win Cleveland a title back in 2016. Always positive, always thinking ahead.
Cavs just have ruled the Eastern Conference since LeBron returned home to Cleveland back in 2014. Still, the field seems to be tightening up just a bit. Last year, the Boston Celtics overtook them for the #1 seed. There's some contenders emerging out here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, the two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Hill is out there with Kyle Korver, and it's Thompson in at the center position. And Brent, you think about some of the star players that have changed hands and will change hands. Which teams do you think are just a move away from giving the Cavs a run for their money in the East?
Well, the conversation starts in the Northeast with the Boston Celtics, who ended up last year with the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, slipping past Cleveland late in the year. And the other one I might look at is what the Washington Wizards are able to do if they can add something to the Bradley Beal-John Wall combination, a third option that can play with some dynamic post play and perimeter scoring. That makes him extremely dangerous. Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
And that one, good. Hill's got his first 2 points.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Count it.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who is left all alone, seeing the court well.
For Portland, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Kicks it out to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Aminu dishes to Harkless. McCollum against Korver. McCollum, no good.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
James with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Again, McCollum missing. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Puts one up from 19, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Nurkic kicks to Aminu. Gets an open look and hits. And Terry Stotts, now in his 6th season as head coach in Portland, talk about the job Brent he's done with the Blazers.
Well, again, Kevin, his connection to Damian Lillard as the player that they thought was going to carry the franchise forward, especially after the departure of LaMarcus Aldridge. I think that's one of the key components of the Blazers and where they want to go. I think Terry can share the vision of the front office and the vision for any given team with Damian Lillard. And he goes out there and tries to carry out some of the things that he hears from him. Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
And there's Korver on the assist by Hill. Korver's got his 2nd basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And we've seen coaches that yell. We've seen some that show no emotion and everything in between. In your opinion, what's the perfect mental makeup for an NBA coach?
I don't think, Kevin, there's any exact science to what coaching can be. And I think the best coaches just have an innate ability to know when to push buttons, how to push buttons, and to do it on an individual level. There are many times that a coach can make the biggest impact with his player, Kevin, taking him aside and having conversations rather than doing everything in front of the team. And I think the best coaches have a pulse of each player on their team and take the time to go and do that.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
A different look now for Portland. Turner comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Damian Lillard. Cleveland also making some changes. Green, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Rodney Hood comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Clarkson in for George Hill.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, there are numerous ways to build a lead, but owning the glass may be one of the best.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The first one falls. And Rodney Hood played 1 season at Mississippi State, then transferred, played another season at Duke. A good floor spacer, Greg, at 6'8".
You know, it's his in-between game that impresses me. Able to beat his man off the dribble. He can hit that little pull-up or drop it off to a teammate. This guy continues to improve.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Davis comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Pat Connaughton in for C.J. McCollum. Good, can't get it to go.
It's a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
The Cavaliers leading by 16. Here's Smith. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Davis, the pass to Nate. Davis against Green. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Here's Hood, and the rejection by Leonard.
There's some good commitment from Myers Leonard on defense there. Gets his hands up and swats that one away.
He dishes it to Davis. It's stolen by Nance. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Yeah, you can credit the play calling. Nothing really fancy, just imposing their will on the inside.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. Trailblazers trail by 20. Leonard kicks to Connaughton. Trailblazers keep it alive. On the wing, Turner. There's the pass to Connaughton. Back to Turner. And that's not going to go. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers.
He sat us down.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
There's no doubt about that. I think if they just keep following LeBron's advice, the sky's the limit.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, that's a quick way to build the lead, but Greg, can they sustain this kind of effort all night long? We'll see.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got Hood. Hands out there with Green. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Smith in at the small forward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Davis kicks to Napier. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Napier's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Trailblazers. And for the Blazers, tremendous scoring talent in their backcourt. How did they turn the corner in the West?
Clearly, it's going to be with their defense. I think that's where they've had their struggles. They're going to have to get better at the point of attack there and protecting the rim. I think some of it has to do with the lack of discipline, but also you could factor that into being just an inexperienced young group that's still kind of getting their feet wet.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4, and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender. I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Al-Farouq Aminu He's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Shabazz Napier. Hey, Brent, we know there's a lot of John, a lot of communication out there on the floor. And when you were playing, who was the best trash talker you ever went up against?
Well, I played with the notorious one in Seattle by the name of Gary Payton. A lot of people put him pretty high up on their list. I also remember one Bonzi Wells at his time when he was with the Portland Trailblazers and Sacramento Kings, being a bit lippy. And then occasionally there would be a John Barry talking to me, but
really,
I never listened to him growing up, Kevin, so why would I listen to him on the court?
Good way to approach it. Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Evan Turner. The Cavaliers leading by 20. Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
It's so difficult to stop him. Even when you hit him or pull at him or tug him or talk to him, none of it works.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Count it, good. Aminu's got 6.
Well, a huge mistake not to block out Aminu. He loves to generate offense off the glass. We saw it there. I give the defense a C+ on that possession, but still, I'm sure he's upset he missed.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And he makes that one.
And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's James. And Thompson kicks to James. Again, James missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to McCollum. There's the dish to Harkless. And McCollum now atop the key. Back to Harkless. Now the feed to Nurkic. And finish off by Nurkic.
Great concentration on display from Nurkic to get the foul and still come away with the made field goal.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Love's checked in. Right, you take a look at Nurkic, young and full of potential. He's still learning how to make the most of his abilities.
Yeah, the Bosnian Bear, Nurkic, had some tough times in Denver as Jokic started to emerge. And there was talk about him sulking and pouting just a little bit, still a young player. But the opportunity now in Portland with established stars in Lillard and a rising one in McCollum could be exactly the type of recipe for success that he was looking for.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
For Portland, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Becoming more of a factor these days on the offensive end. Aminu, once the 8th overall player taken in a draft, getting to the line a little more often.
Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the start?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. McCollum with the ball. Feeds it to Nurkic. Over in the corner, Lillard. No good with the triple.
That's just poor shooting right now from him, and I'm not sure why he's even attempting those kind of shots.
Hill inside. Covered by Lillard. And that one's good. Love.
Love is awesome at reading the defense. When they're not up on him, he's going to let it rip.
Hill against Lillard. Harkless on the wing. Three-pointer. Again the miss by Lillard. The Cavaliers leading by 22. And now they decide to foul attention. And Portland making a change here. Davis is checked in. And the Cavaliers making a change here. And a wide open look for James. The Cavaliers keep it going. A new 24-second shot clock. He kicks it to Green. LeBron dishes to Green. Back to James. Shot clock at 5, and James throws it down.
Once James takes off towards the basket, the defense really has no chance to react and or stop him. What determination from the King there.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Turner comes in for Harkless. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Napier in for Damian Lillard. Smith checked in for Cleveland. Clarkson comes in for Hill. Second shot opportunity. And here's Leonard. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Passes to Napier. He feeds it to Davis. Here's Connaughton. It's stolen by Green.
Well, that's what Smith does best, a long range.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Neil. And Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, how about that ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to...
So that'll do it for now as we send you...
A look at the Hawthorne Bridge in gorgeous downtown Portland as we welcome you back to Oregon. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2. Cleveland's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Brett, when you take a look at the Blazers roster, what's the next move they need to make to take that step up?
Well, they need a third scorer, and if Nurkic happens to be that guy, and that scoring happens to be coming from the block, it can open some things up for their offensive schemes that end up benefiting everybody on the roster.
The incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. Harkless and Aminu, they're small and power forwards. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
Well, this is a fresh start for the big guy, Jusuf Nurkic, here in Portland, where in Denver he was battling with the likes of Jokic, who ended up becoming one of the best centers last year in the NBA, even up there in the Rookie of the Year running. So a midseason trade has unleashed him, a new lease on life, and we'll see what he can provide for this Portland offense under Terry Stotts.
And stolen by Love. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
And Nurkic, the 16th pick in the 2014 draft, under a log jam at that center position once Jokic emerged as their star player.
I'm going to give Neil O'Shea some credit, recognizing that in Denver, between Nurkic and Jokic, they could get one of those big guys, and because of their log jam, O'Shea was able to pluck away Nurkic, who was unhappy with his playing time. Portland could make a nice home for him.
LeBron passes to Thompson. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
That bucket in no time at all.
So much talk about the game slowing down for the game's best players. Lillard composes it. Wow.
Good out. And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was.
Tough to fault him for the struggles of the team so far. He has been solid. It's the rest of the guys that need to come along for the ride.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. It's say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these two squads.
Dishes to Thompson. Big shot on the way, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot.
Oh,
Goodness.
wow.
LeBron James in full speed right there. What size and skill coming down the lane.
Here's McCollum. Great D that time from Love.
And the defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Again, the Cavaliers score. Brent, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about a 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
And the dunk by Love.
The efficiency on offense from Kevin Love in this one is off the charts.
Here's Nurkic. Over in the corner, Harkless. The Trailblazers rebound. Here's Lillard. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's on LeBron James. The Trailblazers have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. One of the league's elite scorers, Damian Lillard, able to score from anywhere on the court.
There's always reminders that Damian Lillard enjoys the long-range ball as well. He'll step well behind the three-point line, and when he's locked in, feels like an effortless shot for him. Last year was his most efficient shooting season of his young career.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points. It just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
I still think there's a chance you string a couple of big plays together and the tide can turn very quickly.
To stop the drought, and that's 2 points on the way. Lillard's got his first basket.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
And Nance kicks to Hood. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Clarkson against Lillard. Clarkson dishes to Nance. And the Nance slams it in.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
And the Nance slams it in.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? My goodness.
Big time drive from Lillard, and the contact, he has the mindset just to slough it off.
And a wide open look for Hood. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Hood's got 5 points so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Right.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Yeah, I'm a little bit exhausted here trying to keep up with these guys, and I'm just watching. They always attempt to wear you out.
He gets it up. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Cavaliers on top, running away with it. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, We got to give a little more.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And for Portland, they're shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Green. He's out there with Larry Nance. Clarkson is out there. Oh!
Yeah. The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
It seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. Napier out to Turner. Launches a 3. And another shot. He gets it in there.
I love the quick decision-making from Turner there. Deadly at seeking the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Clarkson passes to Green. And it's Green slamming it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Rebound by Smith.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard, he's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
Zizic is checked in for Larry Nance. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
Jose Calderon is checked in for the Cavaliers. Timeout call for Cleveland.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
And Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And Turner kicks to Napier. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Off the inbound pass.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it. In this day and age, big men shoot more and more three-pointers, and he's fully capable of a triple.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Napier. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
They kick it out to Green. LeBron dishes to Green. Cleveland moving it around. Jacks up a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The drive by LeBron. And the dunk by James.
Just wonder how the confidence of the team gets established when LeBron James gets off to a start like this.
Offensive rebound. Takes it out to Leonard. Pass to Connaughton. A 3-pointer off the mark. Cleveland's gone 6 of 10 from 3-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Calderon kicks to Green. There's the 3. James misses. And for Portland, they're shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Hood's checked in for Green. LeBron kicks to Hood. It's good from long range.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Napier. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Napier's got 7 now in this quarter.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Calderon has the open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers shooting just 31% in the game. Napier passes to Connaughton. And the rejection by James.
LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
1:58 left in the game. Another shot. Good work there as it goes. LeBron's got 18 points just in the second half.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Here's Napier, and stolen by James. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. Hands it from downtown. LeBron's got 35 in the game.
Yeah, you still have to get a hand up, even with LeBron out there. That's the one shot you invite him to take, but at least get the hand up.
For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Cleveland.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunity.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Osman kicks it to Calderon. Puts up a 3, and Davis pulls it down. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and the shot goes in.
Taking advantage of his touch around the basket. Davis does a nice job there of using his body to shield the defenders from the basketball.
Here's James, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. LeBron's got 39.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck. Okay. Wow, LeBron on the roll. This time, rocks it.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbound.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of David. Thank you as always. For Brett Berry, Greg